And you know the secret in this place already. Don't put it in the YouTube. Sorry, we get our own secret.
These are some of the most interesting espressos I've ever had.
I'm an ancient being, I've been trying this for a million years. I could go anywhere, but I like it there, I know what it is.
It's a rare thing for me to say, but darn it if this isn't the best espresso I've had in 23 years in the coffee business. Located deep within the Onit neighborhood by Sukhumvit Soy 62 and somewhere sorta kinda near the SRT Bang Chak station is Wanwan Coffee Roasters. I don't remember how I came to learn of this place, but someone recommended it to me. And since it wasn't far from my last stop at Ministry of Roasters, I wanted to give it a try. Wanwan is located inside a walled compound, and at first, I'm not sure if we're even in the right place. Check it out, look at this place. So as you can see, it's an old house that they've converted into a coffee place. So, looks real pretty. Sawadee Krap. Yeah. Ice cream?
Yes.
Oh. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. It's a surprising location for a coffee spot, but as I'm about to find out, the surprise is on me.
Oh my God! How are you?
Oh. Hello.
Wait.
How are you? Good to see you. Is this your place?
Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
oh,
since like how many years we didn't saw each other?
I know, it's been a long time, my goodness. This is Don Chan, 3-time Barista Champion Hong Kong, and a generally great guy. I had no idea this was his place.
When I saw, I said, okay, look like someone come, and I said, oh my God, I realized like 6 years?
Yeah, 6 years, 6 years. Well, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here.
I should make something more special for you, man.
That's very kind. That's very kind. When did you open
Daddy.
why, and what's the concept, and how did you get this house?
Actually, this is my new brand called Wanwan.
Okay.
So basically, Wanwan, we're doing like a coffee experience in here. I'm not using machine and everything. Try to using like much more like hand drip, like Flair. Let all the customer have more experience that way. Start from like how we do it, espresso comes out, how we grind, more coffee experience in here. So later inside the room, we will have some, we do some live, online thing. We do channel, we do training. Later, I want to make it more like a coffee experience room. Teaching class experience also have, even like later, because I will go to the 18 for the World Barista competition.
Oh, right.
So it's kind of like my training room inside.
Oh.
So later one more room I will do it is my roasting experience room. It's not like crazy big production, but everything by Easy Ikawa. For me, it's start to like need to something new. I want people they try is the green coffee first. They pick the green coffee they want, and then we roast them. After they roast them, they can drink everything they want. Wow. Especially they may drink milk plus a little bit. Later, I want to do the thing is say I buy the fridge. So I want to store it. For example, wow, this coffee I like, and then I put it in the vacuum already. I put it in there. I want to like some my friend they come and say, oh my God, that's coffee like since like 2018 or 2015 my competition coffee. Every time I go competition, I still have a little bit for my collection, my coffee.
Okay.
So later I can put my and that's my memory, my history room in there for the green coffee rice.
Right,
So
okay.
I still figure about like nowadays we're talking about like how to frozen the coffee, how to make the coffee the value is not by time go down, it's not by time go up. So when we figure about this project is work, I think we can try to make the coffee more different value.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So when did you open?
I opened this way already, I think like 5 months already.
Oh, just recent then. Okay.
Yeah, just recent that. And yeah, so after open already, keep to improve many things, try some coffee I like, at the middle go back to Hong Kong to compete, now come back and then just start to prepare my competition. Oh my God, I should do some crazy thing for you. I know you started doing YouTube, right?
Yes. So
Man, difficult or not, it's easy. It takes time, right?
it takes time.
And then come to here for enjoy your holiday, right?
Yes.
Influencer life. This is one coffee I want to roasting and let you try. Pretty interesting. It's a super nice sweetness with the gamai cha flavor. It's the Indonesian coffee, a Liberica variety. It's not like normal Liberica. It's a small size Liberica. But when you smell the coffee, slightly funky with the fermentation.
Yeah, I can smell that from this point.
Yeah, after we roast it already, they get a gamai cha, nice sweetness. The sweetness is oh my god, can't wait to roast it for you.
Are you gonna roast it now?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
And I get 2 more coffee. You can choose which one you want. We should get some coffee party, man. It's a Mikava Bourbon. It's a really nice for supportive coffee in there. And nowadays, we go competition, we go even coffee shop experience. We're still talking much more about the coffee, the tasting experience, acidity, sweetness, and the balance. So nowadays, so many people they do blending. So we have one called flavor coffee, one is called supporting coffee. So supporting coffee, basically, for example, you find a coffee with a nice character. Sometimes when we roasting, right, I get nice flavor, I get good tasting experience.
Okay.
And not easy. So sometimes now for my concept, I doing I do this one of the coffee, maximum their flavor character already, their tasting experience slightly something really sour or really bitter. So I'm using some supporting coffee to go in the blend. So make it much more like playing the Lego.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because normally we find out whoa, this coffee is so nice. For example, like a Gesha, we always achieve a nice flavor character in that way, but we lost the body. We always say medium, low body, lower body, juicy texture, but is it the good tasting experience like all the coffee? So we just say I want this flavor, but I cannot get that body. So how we make everything go better? So nowadays when I finding the coffee, I will finding the coffee and say, wow, the coffee flavor I really like. Other more difficult to finding the coffee is for me is call some supporting coffee, like the Liberica, nice sweetness, not much crazy acidity. Mikava Bourbon is a nice one, not much crazy acidity, nice flavor character, have body, also have sweetness in there, slightly extend fermentation for the ferment character. So for example, now you get Panama Gesha already, you can blend one espresso maybe 20 grams. So you put 3 gram, 4 gram, or maximum when you put over 6 gram already, you get funky style the extend fermentation. So you stop. So I think nowadays I'm making my tasting experience for my coffee this way.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I wrote some interesting for you first.
Okay. Oh.
Later I will find you one more time. Be my influence.
A few minutes later.
So whose house is this? You own the house?
We own together.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. This is epic.
I quite like the bar. When I come in, I saw the bar. I said, wow, I like it. It's an old style of the US bar in here. They owned by the owner before in here. So I just buy some vintage before the old style, the hotel cocktail bar chair in here. And then some furniture I re-innovate a little bit. So that basically doing this, I start to figure more here. For me in Hong Kong, it's super difficult to find a place so many room I can use it, more space I can do I want, and then so I can experiment something new coffee experience in cafe, a new probability or any in my mind what is it coffee shop look like for soon. Yeah. Here I can focus much more customer experience more. We spend more time with customer. At last for barista, right? We can burning the time more faster.
Right.
Yeah. Every time I met the new people, before meeting you in copying room, Barista Jam before, wow, it's a golden memory for me. Now I can say, to be honest, I think this experience is getting less and less and less. Getting less and less, yeah, we need to make money, experience get less. People maybe get less attention and detail when every time we surface. So I tell all the staff in here, I don't care, they talk, they can make the customer put down their phone 5 minutes, 10 minutes to enjoy this environment. So we already win already. I think now to make experience is more easier than before. Now maybe you show your talent, people pay 10 minutes the attention for you. You will become a good coffee shop already.
Oh, nice.
I think everything back to here by what you want to give people the experience. Yeah, everyone can do good coffee right now. You know, like compare now to before our year. Now you can drink Gesha anywhere, expensive coffee anywhere, crazy coffee anywhere, crazy method everywhere. But one, you can do coffee really good already. So what is the next? Is I think back to the human interaction by the experience more. People happy to go back and people happy to come back is more important.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, it's more important.
So is all of your roasting done with the Ikawa?
Yeah.
Wow.
People want to buy coffee bean. It's not just only they saw it in the thing, they buy, they gone, not like normal. So I think, okay, coffee can be more. So what is more in the experience? Normally now in the world, like even you ask for the customer, wow, you buy this coffee. Do you know what the green coffee smell like? Do you want the green coffee before look like? They never know. Or maybe someone they'll think, wow, sometimes I buy anaerobic long fermentation, the coffee really dark. I don't know why people roast that coffee really dark. Maybe it's not, because this coffee before it's come is already orange color. There's so many details people don't know. Lack of the pieces of the green coffee information, their experience. So I think it's a good chance to let them experience. So once a day, I think if they can, for example, before they buy the coffee, they have know the ingredient, they're more interesting. Before maybe, wow, they drank all the coffee in here already, and I tell them, wow, you're really into the coffee. Before we go coffee shop, we're always looking for the people, the coffee under the table. So I say, wow, I have some under the table coffee. Boop. Really good to upsell method.
Nice.
Yeah, but other thing, like I think, yeah, it's true. Like that I will think about what is the coffee shop can be more. Yeah, what is the next thing? What is the thing can do more in that way? Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So I think like back to here, like the thing I want people to focus in more how we're doing in the like filter coffee, even espresso. Wow, you really like you pay some money. You really saw someone suffer to do something. Okay, you pay money, I make espresso. I not only put the button. I say I suffer, I make the espresso for you, and then yeah, of course, like milk coffee, we bought a one like octo steam machine. I quite like this one. They do it like pretty good job.
Yeah.
And then the thing is that you can set the temperature you want, and then you just put the right angle. You open, you can walk away. And then steaming the quality of the milk, I think is better than me a lot.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it's better than you or not, better than me.
Okay.
One of the things I quite like Flair, because like normally in the espresso machine, you will always say 9 bar, 9 bar, 9 bar, right? So when you put the button, go 9 bar, after the pot is wet, it's go down. So you always cannot make sure what is the brewing pressure you have. You never inconsistent. You never. So this is the way like, oh, I can change my recipe. I can more consistent to, for example, like I doing this coffee I before we roasting, maybe we all the coffee we brew in espresso is 7 bar or 8 bar. So from start to stop, we're using 8 bar for total. So we can know about our roasting, the product comes out, wow, okay, so now our product roasting like this. We're brewing an espresso like this, all the way 7 bar, so come with the quality like what the tasting experience, what it is, too bright acidity or not, too bitter or not, enough body or not, so we can have direction how to improve. So if the way like the espresso that way, sometimes we should know we with the way the pressure is really affecting in which way we don't know. Yeah, so we always say like, oh, we extract espresso need to 9 bar 9 bar. So yeah, 9 bar maybe we affecting is our TDS number, but how it affecting the taste in the pressure, we always didn't have the really clear answer. For me, like using this one of the ways for all the coffee owner tips, saving the money, and then you will know actually making all the espresso, you will pay more 200% attention, because you know you make it wrong, you fail, you need to make one more time. So now I just roasting some coffee for you, you're cooking some food for you. Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, done already. All right. So this is the Liberica, correct?
Yes.
Is it a natural process or?
Honey process, but for my feel like it's kind of like an Arabic honey process maybe, because I can smell like really kind of like a funky style.
Such a winey kind of aroma. It's real funky, really interesting.
So normally I start to think about like how to let the coffee experience more interesting. So after we roasting, we try to let people understand about our coffee is a much more like funky style in this way. So we try to no matter what we in like wet or anything, give you much more different experience. By not just only like we brew the coffee, right? So now we can try to like people can photo not only, but they can smell the grind and everything after we roasting. So normally I think this coffee with Flair, you should slightly funky style with this way, but the aroma is nice. So we do slightly immersion to let the people experience the whole thing. Yeah, you know, like sometimes when we're brewing, people will love of the thing like how the hot water hit by the grind, the smell, because always the best moment when you're brewing a new bag of coffee, right? So I think that moment we can bring it back to the customer, they enjoy. So after they smell everything, the time is going already, we're using filter to transfer it, then bringing back the black coffee for them to taste it. You know, like AI is coming, everything need to bring back, we need to focus more what is the experience for people, what we want to plan to, what you're different than other people in the coffee experience is more important. What do you drink in Paga?
Oh, I had their Colombian Potosi.
Oh, Potosi.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I think Potosi improved a lot than before. Before it's like super funky style, but now we slightly more plainer than before.
Oh, okay.
So for me, even me, sometimes I just like, try to, even now my time I try to think about much more coffee experience. What is different coffee experience? Okay. Ooh, yeah. So this one has slightly like a grape character of the acidity. At the middle like gammai cha, but at the back it's like really sweet finish. It's a really interesting Liberica for me.
Wow, that is very interesting.
Very interesting. So that's why I saw you come. I said, wow, I should give you something different.
Sweet finish, for sure, very sweet, very sweet.
Yeah, very sweet. This is like,
I do get over that Genmai chick you're saying. That's nice.
yeah, some like gammai chai in the middle.
So what's the theory behind your brewing style?
Oh, this is like normally I have so many different brewing styles, but sometimes of course for some friend, I want to making like some of like new, cannot say new because sometimes we try coffee like this way, but I just want to bring back the experience of people when they want to come to enjoy the brewing coffee, not just only like I drip, you drink. So in case they later we open the roasting that way, they'll from picking the green coffee, they'll roasting, so they will from the dry grind, wet it, and then the whole experience. So there's the chance of the everything. So this is like now I think, oh, what is the next thing in what we can experience?
How long was the steeping?
Oh, sleeping in here just like 4 minutes. The experience already have it. How we change it for something different or new experience. Because no matter what we know, okay, we drip, we can make good coffee. How it have other way to making the same quality, but people is never experienced. So that is what professional we do. Like, we also know what is good. So how we do is good at different way.
You know what I'm getting on the espresso? A very strong red wine, like a deeper kind of, like a Zinfandel, like an old vine Zinfandel with its depth and complexity. And ruby kind of flavor on this. Whoa, man, that's pretty impressive, man. This Liberica? Wow.
This Liberica really impressive, man. Okay, so the last one, I think in the filter coffee, we slightly do the immersion to do it, so make the texture tasting experience much more round. And then of course in the espresso we get slightly strong in the acidity. We can call it slightly like, for me I got aggressive acidity. So I make it in immersion, doing like 1:11, like the ratio in there, slightly intense. So make much more like shy up the sweetness and also bring much more balance coming in.
Oh my goodness, you brought the what is this now?
This one is kind of like our, like we call Mami chili, like Mama chili scrambled egg. But the
Chilies?
yeah, but the chili like this one is kind of like in Hong Kong our XO sauce. But you know,
Kind of like a lauganma.
yes, but it's more like seafood side more. We get dry shrimp, dry scallop in doing like this way. But you know, sometimes when we exactly buy a can of the XO sauce, super expensive. So mostly in Hong Kong, like the mom and everything, they'll DIY, like homemade by themselves. So this is my mom recipe to make it like this.
Okay.
Normally we put it in instant noodle, nighttime you eat, wow. But I found out like, okay, in Thailand most of the people they like spicy food, complex flavor. So I make sausage in the bottom, scrambled egg, and then put some like a, we call XO sauce. And then with the toast in here. Yeah.
Now with the Liberica. Oh, different. Very different. The first sip reminds me of Cascara tea. There's a note of that there.
Yeah, Cascara tea, something like bacon rice tea, like ganmai cha, that way. And
Yeah.
that's like grape juice character with some like sweet tea finish. Yeah.
It's very pretty. Very different than what you'd expect from Liberica. Very different. Initial thoughts, I like the espresso a lot, more so than the brewed. But the brewed is quite interesting. So now it's time for us to eat, because I'm kind of hungry. This is quite an attractive dish. Like, look at the flowers on top with the lauganma. It's just something kind of sexy looking about that. Ooh, wow, that's a really complex.
Yeah.
That's really complex. That's beautiful. Spicy, depth, complexity, creamy. The bread is nice and crusty. The sausage too. Oh, look at that.
How many days you spending in Thailand?
I leave tomorrow. The heat and complexity just are building. Wow, that is delicious. Look at that bite.
Yeah, so for me, like when I'm from Hong Kong to here, I feel I'm learning much more things than I ever learned in.
Really?
Yeah, is it because I'm making the coffee shop the experience? I think Thailand they do the experience is really good because sometimes you know when you are in Thailand you want to buy some great coffee from other country. Actually, you need to pay really high tax in there. So most of the time, if you're in Thailand, you go to coffee shop, you're much more easy to find they have interesting signature drink.
Okay.
Because one of the thing, their ingredient is more expensive. So they need to using their coffee they have. They create some new menu comes up. So and other ways like other thing is that because like they are in Thailand, for example, just only compared to Hong Kong, of course like the salary, the personal expenses is different. Think about when you buy a cup of Gesha filter coffee, you pay like 150 Hong Kong in that way. But in Thailand, maybe their salary only compared to Hong Kong dollar, they just only have 4,000 Hong Kong. How can they pay 150 for one Gesha filter coffee? Cannot. So even they are in like roaster and everything, they also will think about what the product they should sell more, or what the people they can afford and then keep drinking.
Okay.
Thailand have their production of their own green bean, right? So actually Thailand in this year they're facing to the problem is their cherry not enough.
Oh.
Yeah, so before that maybe 1 kilo of like good Thailand coffee, 250 baht. This year, 350 baht. for the percentage of raising is really high. So also if people they start to like compare with, okay, 350 baht, I buy a commercial Brazil, or okay, like cupping point maybe like 83, so the Brazil, same price. So they'll think about what coffee they should get. So this is most of the time, yeah, we in producing country. But in producing country, they also will think about the customer, will think about, okay, I spend the money, I should drink the coffee from Thailand, or I can drink the coffee from import. So that's mostly they will think about, rather than choosing the coffee is from import.
How good is the coffee, the Thai coffees?
Wow, Thailand coffee actually I think is a few more step to jump better. Since I COVID the time, I feel like wow, I get learning a lot in there. The producer they can speak English, or they can love to try so many new things in there. So make me like also in that time I learned a lot in that time.
Wow. Now what do we have going on here?
This one, my favorite coffee in this year.
This is your favorite?
This year favorite. They will get for me I get like orange, like sweet mandarin, apricot, some like lychee yogurt character.
Oh.
But in Asia we call like some lactic acidity in the flavor. It's like really interesting. This variety is my first time to try in my 10-year barista life.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
พี่น้องคะต้องให้คำบินวิวของโนจุเจ
Again, heady on the nose. Very heady.
Yeah, it's really heavy.
Really sweet again.
Really sweet.
Really sweet. And like, what am I? Hold on.
The tasting experience is like wow, it's good. You get like citrus character like orange, and then immediately change to apricot to lactic acidity.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That coffee
Wow.
is called Ecuador.
Oh.
The variety called Typica Mejorado. The processing is a high oxidizer, which means they open the tank, they put the coffee, go in, they open the tank, ferment 2 days.
Okay.
After that, they put it in the green pot, ferment 2 days. But most of the time, I quite agree that Pepe, what he do, he's the farm owner. It's a water-free processing. He didn't do floating, he didn't do anything. He tried to keep much more natural bacteria, natural yeast in the fermentation time. The coffee is a really small, density pretty high. So make you very easy to remind you of the Gesha character. I'm really impressive with the sweetness, acidity. The tasting experience, I think since like a 2021, I go Milan and then compete. I drink one of the sweetness coffee called Uginoides. So sweet and the experience so good. And then this is one of the coffee I found. This is also a nice sweetness coffee. Liberica also a nice sweetness coffee.
These are some of the most interesting espressos I've ever had.
Yeah, same like me.
Ever.
So I say this 10 years, I never tasted espresso like this. It's one of the coffee you keep want to drinking, you want to find what it is.
Yeah. I mean, like
Yeah.
people talk about citrus and stuff like that, but this is truly beautiful citrus and kind of orange, and like you're saying, that lactic acid comes out.
Yeah.
And it's like really, wow. And you said it was called what again? From Ecuador?
From Ecuador, the farm is called Finca Soledad.
Finca
And
Soledad.
then the variety is called Typica Mejorado. Mejorado means improve. So it's kind of like improved Typica.
Wow. So how did you discover these coffees?
So one time we go cupping in Thailand. As I mentioned before, in Thailand there are not much green coffee like big green sauce they can find. Few more different you can find like. So we go cupping and then we find one of the friend they sourcing this coffee. His name called Blue Boy Pipa. So he say like, man, I have found one coffee for you. It's really good for competition. I said, really? And then so before we go try, yeah, as me, you, everyone, like sometimes you get your subjective expectation for coffee. So before I try that coffee, he say, oh, what coffee you try today? What you find like, interesting? He say, maybe you try first. I say, okay, I try first. Must be something exciting. Look like the Liberica. If you say Indonesia, I will guess my okay expectation. Liberica, Indonesia, okay, boop. Yeah. Everyone should know like this. Okay. So, and when we start to try this coffee, I say, oh, I smell the ground. I said, wow, okay, pretty clean, everything like something like citrus character. Remind me of maybe, Gesha cupping, okay. And I tried the coffee, I said, what? This coffee actually remind me of the first time I tried Colombia El Tucan. Before
Okay,
they're doing legendary lactic fermentation, natural. Wow, damn good. Like so many lactic character, drinking like a soft drink. I said, wow. And then first time I tried in the cupping, I said, wow, that's what it is. And then I try other one. I go back to try one more time. This coffee, it gave me from hot, warm, and cold. The experience still really good.
Yeah. Even this the Liberica from Indonesia that's cold now, super delicious.
Yeah, it's
And
like
here's the interesting thing, like you're roasting these fairly lightly, correct?
yeah, and especially Liberica, this one I find out really interesting. Normally my development ratio in that like go to like 19, 18, sometimes 20. So in this Liberica, if I go in this number, it's totally nothing, no free in there. So I need to go lower. For now, this is a 12% development.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, you've tasted this. You go to a lot of places, they have light roasted coffee, and it's just bright and like not terribly complex, right?
Yeah.
The brightness, the acidity, maybe some of the citrus, and that's about it. These are super complex.
Yeah.
Even though they're lightly roasted, the depth and complexity of the body really is coming out. I'm really impressed by this stuff. Like this beats Gesha.
Yeah, I always think about, oh my god, like people producing, they improving. So what we can improving?
Yeah.
We cannot just only like I put the espresso machine, I steam the milk, doing like the same thing. So what we in the end user, when people putting our thought in there, they change so many things. So what we do, what we can do.
So are you getting 12% development on both coffees?
This is only 12%, but this one I get 18%.
Oh,
You can saw the difference.
18 on the Ecuador and 12 on the
Yes.
Wow. So are you starting at a certain temperature or?
I just like brewing in like 94 degree in here, but of course like 58 Flair, they already have a temperature holding for you. So it's easier to do and brew in that way. You know all the coffee they'll get different density, right? For the typical Mejorado, I'm using 22 grams. Certain of the thing I finding about density of the coffee, how many gram is the right for that coffee. So for
So
my,
you lower density more?
I think higher density you can use it more.
Or higher density more?
Because
Lower
maybe
density less.
one bean, one higher density bean, like same like two lower density bean, right? My target, I want to later, I'm making one more espresso. 30 grams of the coffee, extract it comes up. So this is now I think this coffee is quite near that number already. So if we put it back in a 20 gram basket, so this one already can go 26, 27 easy. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So I quite looking forward, like because I just get this coffee like a 1 week, little bit more than 1 week. I think wow, if like this already, wow, we get impressive experience in here. I just want to looking for if really I'm using 30 gram, because this coffee is really easy to extract and balance. You don't need to put in like really long shot, maybe really short, still crazy I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're using the Flair 58.
Yeah.
Here. If you were to put this on a regular espresso machine,
I think it will be better.
you think it'd be better?
Will be better.
Okay.
Because like the water temperature and everything will be better, get a better grinder and everything. So once a day, like I will quite looking for in here. I don't want people looking for fancy machine in here. Fancy machine can do good coffee, normal machine can do. I just want people to think I can do in here, they can do it at home with the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've played with the Flair before, and
Oh.
it's been very nice.
Super nice, right?
Super impressive. This is super impressive.
Oh yeah?
I'm super impressed.
I think the coffee doing like great job. It's
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
So you're getting these coffees from a broker, is that correct?
Yes, sometime, and then also we will do some direct trade, but not much. So now later our project is going to Thailand, the origin country, to do more. 4 months, 5 months before, I'm using Thailand Gesha
Oh, okay.
to get the Hong Kong Barista Champion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but of course,
That
like,
was last year, right?
yeah, that was last year. But of course, they would not like the best tasting experience in espresso. You just serve it, but in milk coffee, they're doing a good job. So in competition, I just think, okay, that may not be the best experience. So what I can using support coffee to help this coffee, and then get a good tasting experience in espresso. Yeah.
So are you competing this year too?
Yes, we'll
When is
go in June.
Oh,
In June, we go
next-
to Greece. I think 3 weeks later. 3 weeks later.
Oh, but so you're the champion for Greece.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
a
okay.
Hong Kong champion again and go to Greece.
In 2023?
Yes.
Oh, you don't have the trophy here.
Yeah. Hey, have little trophy in there.
Oh, it's a little.
Yeah, little trophy in there. It's okay.
They're all
Trophy.
getting small. The trophy.
Ah, getting small.
Even
Ah.
like the United States Barista Championship was. Oh, I was like, what is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So are you ready? What are you going to use for the championship?
I have a lot of coffee, man. You already helped me try some coffee. And also I get 3 more coffee on the way coming. Also I get 1 more Thai coffee. I try to go or not. For my competition concept, I already have it already. Just like, I think nowadays finding the good coffee go competition is way more easy than few more year before.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's so
I
many.
mean, these could easily be.
Yeah,
your coffee.
they
Either
both.
these two, either these two.
Either these two.
And the crazy thing, the best thing is that these are different varietals.
Yeah.
Like Liberica especially, that's not very well respected
Yeah.
by the and it's just like, wow, fantastic.
Have the thing like, wow, you think, okay, new experience out of the box thing.
Yeah. Like, it's totally different. New experience. Definitely new experience.
Yeah, I think like, I don't know, nowadays I quite enjoy. Suddenly bring back to me, wow, I get passion to try new coffee. I want to find, I want to try. So at the other side, you will think about what as a barista, what experience we should make the customer, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. They cannot only like, oh wow, the producer they gone faster than us a lot. So what we can do, like seems like before I quite like few years before they have so many interesting grinder, water, distribution. Wow, we do a lot of that thing, but now the producers come back, they're doing more in a way. So what we can do, yeah.
So here's a question for you. I'm just thinking about this because you just kind of mentioned about all these things, but like even the one of the new things that Sasa came out with was the extract chill.
Yeah,
right?
the extraction chill.
Are you much involved? Have you tried much of that or?
I try already.
What do you think?
I think about it's changing about the coffee, the tasting experience. So it really depends on coffee. For example, if you get a wow, really good coffee in hot, warm, cold, they have so different complexity. Maybe you don't need to use it.
Would
But-
you use them for these?
I think maybe not. But if some coffee is like some really high fermentation character, maybe I would use it. But I think that will be a good thing to change about the tasting experience more a little bit. By no matter what the temperature is served, by no matter they trap about the aroma in which stage of the extraction. Yeah.
Going to Athens,
Yes.
it's basically 3 weeks away,
Yes.
and you haven't selected a coffee.
Because I have so many coffee.
But are you worried? It's 3 weeks. Like,
Wait, I think before that I would worry, but since like now you have like, oh, I get this coffee also good, I got this coffee also good. For the calculation, I said, wow. If you only get 1 coffee good, you're all really stressed. But now you get few coffees really good, you think like, okay, this is my chance. You know, every year will be different. Suddenly I come with this year, I get few more good coffee. This is more difficult than you just have 1 coffee.
right. Well, I mean, because like I think a lot of the other champions, I mean, they've already got their coffee selected
Yeah.
from months ago. They're practicing, and we are 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I still haven't chosen coffee. But
Yeah.
you don't seem to be worried. You're not worried.
Yeah, because I think nowadays I focus even in the like the judge side, right? You will expect that people bring the thing and say easy experience with all good tasting experience. Rather than I do a big show but the tasting experience is worse. So I think about okay, I should plan about everything. I find the best thing already. Okay, based on this bad thing, what is the story from me? Because now it's more easy for us. Like the impression, the tasting experience is by the judge. So my story is really based on the barista presentation. What I want to show for you, what I trust, what I believe in this coffee, what the story behind me. So I think it's way more important. Once I figured out why in all good coffee I chose this one, I think the story will be more clear.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
All right. So do you feel like that you have to choose by a certain date?
Maybe, but I already almost go in that coffee already.
Okay.
I think this year I want to bring back the experience. Similar like few years before you buying a good bag of coffee, right? The coffee is still like or you always tell the customer your customer really want like smell your coffee, right?
Right.
You as a barista, hey, don't do that. But I think that is what is the best moment for the experience for barista for the coffee lover. So when the best moment maybe start from the green coffee for us, so what is the best moment for customer for them? Maybe the back of that, looking the back is the best moment for them. Yeah. So maybe you can bring the best moment to share with people. So that is the best experience for them already. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. This is delicious.
Thank you, man.
Gosh. A very pleasant surprise to find you here. Very pleasant.
Oh man. Anytime you feel free, you come, like we just like chill talk, eat something outside, drink some wine here. Anytime welcome you. And you know the secret in this place already. Don't put it in the YouTube. Sorry, we get our own secret. What's the next place, man?
Maybe I'm just gonna go back to the hotel.
EARTH.
Double tree cookie. I love it.